Hey guys, it's the Icebox Outdoorsman. I appreciate you tuning in with me today. Today we are talking hunting prep or excursion prep. In this case here, in about a week, I will be heading over to Newfoundland to chase a moose, hopefully with some success. Now, I am doing a video on this because of my experiences that I've had hunting out west, as well as other states chasing different game and doing different hikes, as well as some different excursions. Now, one thing that I want to do and one thing that concerns me the most is actually prepping my body and getting my body ready for the hike or ready for the experience that I'm going to be going through. When I'm out west, the elevation changes, the steep terrain, as well as walking long distance and miles. This trip here, I'm anticipating walking up and down quite a few rock ridges, as well as potentially going through some bogs and clear-cut areas. Now, my largest concern and my largest experience that I've had is actually getting my feet and my boots prepped, as well as my lower back. So let's talk about the boots here first. This is a Danner snake-proof boot. I love this boot so far. I'm super excited. It's waterproof till about up to this point, and it's highly recommended that we have knee boots for the bogs as well as the water that we're going to be trudging through out in Newfoundland. So this should be more than sufficient. I am bringing a pair of rubber boots just as a backup. Some Alpha Burleys made by Lacrosse. Those are quite old as well, but old but good. So I am excited about this boot. I've been wearing this now for about 3 weeks as I've been prepping, and that's what we're going to talk about. I need to, and you need to, get in your actual boots or your actual shoes that you are going to be using and start getting them broke in. The other thing that comes with it, the thing that I learned the hard way, the very first trip I ever took, which was almost 20 years ago, I went chase some elk out in Colorado. I thought I had my shoes broken and I didn't. Let me rephrase it. I did for the area that I was in, but I did not have them broken properly for being out west. What I had found was that I was not experiencing enough difference in terrain or elevation here and getting my feet at different angles. If you just walk the road in this, if you just walk flat ground trying to break this in, you're not really going to be doing yourself any justice. What I experienced out there is I experienced my back heel being rubbed off by that shoe or that boot at that particular time and having the skin exposed. Luckily, what I had some athletic bandages as well as some athletic tape where I was able to wrap it. Now, what I've learned from that experience is I actually carry a small roll of duct tape now, as well as some gauze, or I'll carry some kind of cloth, some soft cloth material. And if I do experience something of the sort, which I have experienced it unfortunately one other time, but I put it on the back of my heel, wrapped it in duct tape. I want to make sure that duct tape is smooth when you're wrapping that on, so that way as that boot's moving back and forth, it's going to be smooth on it. Now, you're still going to have some discomfort by all means, and that's part of the experience, unfortunately. But if you don't do something of that sort, you're going to miss some opportunities for whatever you're chasing, whether it be a particular animal or maybe a picture or just to catch some scenery, whatever you happen to be doing, you're going to miss opportunities if you don't do something about it. So that ties into exactly what I wanted to talk about. If you can get a pair of boots and walk out in whatever you have, be it a logging road, be it a park, out in the bush or the woods, just cruising through some ridges, anything you can get to get some elevation changes. I'm not doing myself any justice on this trip. I'm a full-time fishing guide. I don't have the opportunity necessarily to get out and experience that. It's already 10:45 here. I just got done working, and I'll be up at 4:30 tomorrow morning getting ready for the morning trip. So lately I've been walking on a steady grade incline, but it's fairly flat ground, so I'm anticipating hopefully not having too many issues, but I am trying to stretch these boots out as much as possible. Now, the other thing that I'm super concerned on, obviously, if I didn't allude to it already, I want to have my body prepped. Now, as a fishing guide, I gain weight every summer. I eat like trash. I don't get to the gym versus I eat clean during the winter, and I'm in the gym all winter long in order to prep so that way when summer hits, I don't balloon out too bad. But anyway, walking on the treadmill or walking on an elliptical is not going to do you enough justice. That might help with your lungs a little bit, as well as getting your body moving and getting your legs kind of adjusted. But all in all, it cannot replace you being out physically walking the roads or walking the trails, whatever you have available to you outside. Even if you got to walk around town, any of that will help. The gym can only take you so far. So, and that obviously comes from personal experience. The other thing I like to do is I like to carry the backpack that I'm going to be using with me. And what I do is I actually put some additional weight in it. Being a fishing guide, it's probably not going to surprise you, but here is a 20-pound anchor that I have in here, as well as an 8-pound downrigger ball. So I have these put in here. I will walk around town in this case with that on. In this, I'm going to butcher this name. This is, I believe, an Eberstock or Eberstock backpack. I've had this for almost 20, actually, in that first elk hunt that I experienced that with. It was a gift from my parents, so shout out to you guys. Appreciate that. Still obviously being used and in good shape. So, but anyway, I want that on there because I want my upper body to experience that additional weight, but more importantly than my upper body is actually my lower back. The more weight we put up on our chest, the more our lower back has to support that weight as we tilt forward, as your lower back acts like a fulcrum. So your lower back is going to end up having to take that extra stress. I want my lower back to be prepped for it, as well as my thighs and my calves are going to experience a little bit of, especially if I start going on that inclined elevation or even a decline, acting as a support for your fulcrum. But these are a couple tips that I've experienced, and it's helped me tremendously in my travels. Something that I actually look forward to. I start my prep usually about 9 months in advance, which I did in this case, but being a guide during season, I wasn't able to get back after it, so I worked out all the way until June, took from June until about mid-August off, and then I was able to start doing a little bit. So, but I'm looking forward to the trip, looking forward to giving you guys a review on that boot. If you guys have any other questions or concerns or want any other ideas on how to prep for your trip, is from shooting guns to everything else, drop me a message or drop me a comment, and I'd love to get back to you. So thanks guys, appreciate it.